guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Nancy and we are in my kitchen. Alright y'all, we were on live earlier and I decided to come back on here to make the jollof rice with you guys. We made the delicious palm butter earlier, so if you missed that live and you want to know how to make some delicious Liberian palm butter, go ahead and hit that live up. But right now, we're about to make that jollof rice that I told you guys we were going to make. If you were there earlier, thanks for being on there with me. And now, we're about to make some jollof rice right now. So I'm trying to pull it up so I can be able to see y'all comments. And we're about to get into it. I got the wine going on. Yes, y'all. It's about to be a fun night. Thank you for being on here with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I know it is late and y'all have to go to work tomorrow. So we're going to keep this short and sweet and get to it. So if you're just joining on with me, I'm drinking some dry red. Cheers to you. And let's get this started, y'all. I got it up now, so we're good. I'm able to see y'all. So if you're just joining, thanks for being here. We're about to make some jollof rice, and let me know where you're watching from. Let your girl know where you're watching from. All right, y'all, let's get started. Let's get started. Good evening, Hanawana. Oh, I'm so happy you're on here tonight, Hanawana. I am so happy you're on here tonight. All right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thanks for joining on here. So we're making, I already told you guys we're making jollof rice tonight. We made this before, my husband. This is one of his faves. So we're going to get this ready for him tonight, for him to have for dinner. Good evening, good night, good night. Where are you guys watching from? What time is it? Where you are? Okay, so this is basically the base for the jollof rice, what we're going to use. So in here, I have tomatoes. I have different type of tomatoes, like regular, tomatoes. And then I also have some cherries, and I had cherry tomatoes. And then I also have sun goals. These are the sun goals, like the orange ones. They're sun goals. And then I have some garlic and ginger and onions in here. So that's what we have in here. When I added that, I put some Italian seasoning on it, and then I roasted it in the oven for about an hour, and then that's what we're going to make the stew with. So right now, let's see what Hannah is saying. Hey, Ace. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Hannah said, I've come on other times, but on my TV, so I couldn't type. Oh, okay, you was watching it from your TV. Okay, I get you. Thank you guys for liking the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you so much. Eddie, please make sure you're telling them to like the live. That's okay. All right, so y'all, let me show you guys the other ingredients that we're going to have in the jollof rice tonight. Next to the pepper. So if you're talking about these, this is Maggi. We're gonna put some of this in the jollof rice. These are like, they're like Maggi, they're like chicken bouillon, they're seasoning cubes. But yeah, since you already mentioned it, I could show you guys some of the seasonings we're using tonight. We got the Italian seasoning, we got some sage, we got some chipotle seasoning, of course, the garlic powder, and then we also have onion powder that we're gonna add in our jollof rice. So for the meats, so tonight I'm actually gonna put meats in my jollof rice. So I pre-boiled some chicken and gizzard. So I have a chicken and I have chicken gizzard in here that I pre-boiled, and then we're about to fry it right now. And then we are going to add some sausages. So these are like chicken sausages. We're going to add these. So the last jollof rice that I made with you guys, I didn't add any meats in it. If I did, it was probably like chicken gizzard. But today we're adding like, multiple meats. So we got chicken, we got the chicken sausage, and then we have the chicken gizzard that we're adding. So these are the sausages. We have some onions that I already chopped up that we're going to make in the sauce. And then I'm going to add some corn tonight. This is sweet corn. All right, y'all. So let's get started on frying the chicken, and then we're gonna start with this sauce. But before I do that, if you guys are just now joining me, thank you so much. Please like the stream. I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. On the channel, we explore our purposes. We explore our purpose through gardening, skincare, food, cooking, and all things natural. If that's your vibe, you're in the right place. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And cheers, because this is our Sunday night live where we turn up. We cook something delicious for the week, and we have a good old conversation. So what's going on, where you're watching from? Let me know. Let me know. Let me read these comments really quickly, and then we can go ahead and get started. If you are a mod and you see a troll in a comment, please go ahead and put them on timeout, because we're trying to have a good time tonight. No trolls, okay? We're trying to vibe it out tonight. Second Corinthians, Maggie. You don't like Maggie? Second Corinthians, okay. Yeah. Is that how you say your name? I think that's hello. Hey, Yaya. Hey, Yaya. Chill guy. I'm just a chill guy. Okay. Nice to meet you, chill guy. Continue being chill. We like it. It's chill vibes over here too. Hey, Lilian. Is it Liliani? I hope I'm saying that right. And I use Nor instead of Maggie. Yes, I like Nor more, but I have Maggie, so I'm trying to finish it, and then I'm gonna stick to Noor. Or I'm sorry if I oh, is it Leilani? Not me mispronouncing your name, Leilani. If I'm saying it wrong, please let me know the proper pronunciation. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. So we're about to get started on frying the chicken, so we could get this party started. So we could get this party started. Okay. Okay, so I said it right the second time, Leilani. Okay. No, I don't have celery in there, Hannah wanna. All right, y'all. So we are about to put the chicken in here. I have some onions and stuff already in there. I have some onions that was already in there to season the oil. And so what I'm adding in there right now is the pre-boiled chicken. We're not gonna fry it for a long time. It's just so we can have like a little bit of like that fried taste, and then to get it harden a little bit. But it's not gonna fry for a long time, y'all. So while it's frying, we're gonna make the sauce for the jollof rice. And thank you so much for joining, guys. I know it's kind of late, and some of you guys probably got to get ready for the week. Thanks for joining me tonight. What I'm doing right now is just taking some of the onions from on top so it doesn't burn in the pot. Yes, baby? You need me? Taking some of the onions out of there so it doesn't burn. And now I'm going to use it and blend it in the sauce that we're making. So right now I have the oil on, I have it on medium, so I'm about to crank it up a little bit, like medium. I'm about to crank it up to medium to high so that it can fry. And then we are going to go ahead and get started on the sauce. So let's get started on the sauce. Let's see. I'm on my TV too. Okay. You're on your TV. So I wonder how you are typing on your TV. Thanks for liking the live, y'all. Go ahead and keep liking it. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being on here with me tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I hope you have your glass of wine. It is Self-Care Sunday. I hope you're relaxing. And I hope you had something good to eat today. If you didn't, I'm making something simple and easy. So you guys gonna see me cook this a lot, and you guys gonna see me cook it in different ways because this is like a staple in my house that we eat quite often. I would say almost like weekly. So what I do is during the week I cook like on Sundays or Saturdays, and you guys been cooking with me a lot of the times when I'm cooking. And so what I do is like I will cook like multiple meals and then have like a rice. So it will either be like fried rice or jollof rice. And then I will cook like a soup. So when you guys were on here earlier with me today, I made palm butter. That was the soup that I made that you could eat with rice or you could eat with fufu. And then right now I'm making a jollof rice, which you can eat, by itself. So that will be the two things that we'll have in the house for the week. And that, we will alternate eating, like my husband and my kids. And then I also have like stews that I usually cook and I store in the freezer so that, for later on. So if like they get tired of eating these two things during the week, they could just go to the freezer and grab a soup or a stew that I made previously and eat that with rice or fufu or whatever the case may be. So that's how I normally cook. I don't cook every day. I cook like large meals and stews and stuff that we could put in the freezer. And then I have the staple, which is the rice that, it's just something that we have every day that you can eat. And they never get tired of. So that's how I do it in my house. So that way you're not, in the kitchen every single day having to cook. And even if I'm in the kitchen, if I have to cook. So what I really cook every day or what I make every day, I wouldn't even say cook because it's not like a big deal. It's like breakfast, which I will make for the kids, and stuff like that. So, but as far as like lunch and dinner, I prep that in advance. So it's almost like food prepping. And then they get it. I know I see some of you guys writing, so let me put this on here. This is for the stew. This tomato sauce that I made, that I roasted in the oven. It's for the jollof rice stew. But let me take a look at your comments and then we can continue. The meats are frying and then we can continue. Let's see. Oh, Leilani said, you say you're on your phone, Leilani? Is that what you're saying? Let's see what Hannah wanna say. Hannah wanna say, where do you find the time? Girl, that's why you guys usually see me doing it on like the weekend. The weekend is when I'm able to really do this. So like cooking all these meals, I have to like pick a day. I usually pick a day and then I would just cook a whole bunch of stuff. Like I'll cook a whole bunch of stuff that day and then I store it in the freezer. So like, periodically we bring it out depending on what vibe, my kids, my husband is going for or what they want to eat. So my husband is here. My husband's chilling. He's watching the game. So yeah, that's where I find the time, Hunter wanna. I pick a day, I do all my cooking, and then I pick a day, like on the weekend. And then that way it saves me a lot of time during the week. I don't have to cook. I just go in the freezer and get it out. All right, 1 second, y'all. Let me blend this. Let's see, smooth. Alrighty. I'm about to. I think this sauce is definitely enough for. I think it's definitely enough for. So let me show you what I do. So we eat a lot. Like we get a lot of like pho or go to like the Chinese or like any kind of Asian restaurant that we get food from. Usually when they put like our soup and stuff in these type of bowls, I keep them. This is where I keep all my sauces. So you guys see all of the all of like the tomatoes and all of the different harvests from my garden. And I know you guys be wondering like, ooh, what is she doing with all those tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that? So what I do is I roast it in the oven. I roast some of them in the oven, but especially the tomatoes. I roasted tomatoes with some peppers and stuff like that in the oven. And then what I do is I blend it and then I put it in here and I store it in the freezer. So whenever I need to cook like jollof rice or anything like that, I already have some, and then I just pull it out. The reason why you guys seeing me blend this right now is because I just harvested these tomatoes. So I just roasted them. Otherwise, I have some of this sauce in the freezer already, but because I just harvested these, so I'm deciding to blend it with you guys and just cook some of it tonight. But that's how I do it. So I just already have the sauce. I put it in the freezer. You can use this for spaghetti. You can use this if you're making like red stew, like a gravy or anything like that. And that's about it, y'all. And now that cut your cooking time in half. And it tastes really good because I season it. It is. Thank you guys for liking the video. I appreciate you. Please continue to like. I'm about to put the rest of it in here and blend it. And then now I'm gonna add some habaneros to it because this is the one I'm gonna cook with tonight. So I'm gonna add that in there. But yeah, I blend it until it gets like really creamy. And you could, so if you're making like spaghetti sauce, this is pretty much spaghetti sauce that you could use. But what I do is if I'm making spaghetti, I add like more herbs. So I would add like basil to it if I'm making spaghetti sauce. And then that's about it. So that's the basil is what gonna give you that spaghetti sauce type of taste. All right, let me blend this, y'all. Thanks, Dylan. It is. It really is delicious, though. You could totally, if you wanted to make like tomato soup, this is it right here. You know, it's already roasted, so the tomatoes are already done. Then you could just go ahead and add your extra ingredients that you will want. Hold on, I want to say how how do I have the time? I literally have to do stuff like this, like prep, and then be able to oh, I forgot to add the habaneros to this. I need to add the habaneros so it could blend with it. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to add it. But yeah, so prepping and stuff like this, it just make life so much more easier. If you prep, you already have it, so when it's time to cook, you're not spending hours and hours in the kitchen. So let me go get my habaneros. Alright, so I have, one second, y'all. Let me show y'all my habaneros that I harvested from my garden, y'all. Can you believe that I actually got these from my garden like at the end of November? So these are 2 habaneros and this a jalapeno, and I'm gonna put that in there. But can y'all believe like I was actually still getting like summer veggies at the end of November, but then it totally stopped because we had like a freeze. It was so freaking cold. If y'all watched my last video that I posted today of like my last harvest of summer veggies, oh my gosh, it was so cold. After that video, literally the next day, everything froze in the garden. Yep, at the end of November, y'all. Alrighty. Now that's ready. That is ready. So this is going to be basically the base for the jollof rice. This is the jollof rice sauce. So one second. We're about to take the chicken out of the pot, and then we're actually going to get started on cooking the jollof rice. All right. Let me get all these things off the stove because y'all know that the pot I'm about to use about to be that really big pot that I usually cook my jollof rice in. Let me get this stuff off the stove. All right, let's go ahead and take the chicken out of the pot, and then we're gonna put the pot we're cooking the jollof rice in on the stove. Let's go ahead and get it out of here. So this is what it looks like. It kind of looks a little dark, and I think it's because of all of the seasonings and the sauces that was on it, but it's fine. I wanted to be like this anyway. I just wanted it to get like a little hardening. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stove off. So this right here is some chicken gizzard and some chicken. And then what I did was I steamed it with some onions and blended peppers, garlic, and ginger. And then I used some Italian spices with the, whatchamacallit, like onion and garlic powder, you know, all that stuff. So, all right, y'all, this is done. So I'm gonna put the oil away, and then we're going to get started on actually cooking the rice. This is gonna be a really quick live because all of the prepping that I did, and I'll tell you guys what I mean by that. This is like the easy way to cook this rice if you don't want to go through all the wahala. I know you guys like, what is wahala? All right, so let me put the oil away, y'all, and then we'll just put the pot on the stove and get started. Thank you guys for watching. Where you guys watching from? What time is it? What time is it over there where you guys are at? Over here, it is, what is it? Ooh, it's like, I think it's like almost 9:30. All right, let me put this in the stove. And then we gonna get started. You're about to see this big old pot. This big old pot. All right, there you go. Oh, it's 9:25. Oh, hold on, one of you're on the East Coast, or I think you told me. Are you in Ohio? I think you told me before where you were watching from. Eddie? 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 Please, I beg. Oh, Florida. Oh, yeah. You do live in Florida. The sunny and nice and warm state that I wish I was in, instead of being here in this cold, crispy, alone climate. I wasn't talking to you, Aiden. I was talking to Daddy. All right, y'all. We're about to put. I turned the stove on. It's on medium to high heat, and then I'm about to put the oil in here. Please stop asking me questions, okay? What are you laughing at? It's so annoying. Really? It's cold over there? All right, y'all. You know I'm using my favorite, some avocado oil. Just put, I think I just put a little bit more. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Is it really cold over there? I thought you guys had that nice, warm, like dreamy weather while we're over here suffering, about to freeze as soon as we open the door. If you see the video that I posted earlier of when I was harvesting my peppers, oh my God. When I was like doing my last harvest, it was so cold. I couldn't even be out there no more. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to come back out here. And y'all, tell me why the next day everything froze. My cassava leaf, they all died, like the leaves and stuff. Like everything pretty much died in the garden. So I need to 56. Let me see the weather over here. 56 is not bad. If it at this time and it's 56, that's amazing. Let's see. Let's see the temperature. Oh, over here right now outside is 46 degrees. 56 is definitely cold. Don't get it twisted. It's cold. That's cold. But man, we've been suffering. Like I'm looking at the weather. Oh my gosh, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm looking at the weather here. Like it's supposed to rain. And then like the high is like in the 50s, but look at the next few days. Look at the high. 39, 37. That's crazy. Whew. Uh. Yeah, for Florida, yeah, that's cold for Florida. I'm sure. What's so funny is, and the reason why I'm not even going to talk about, oh, that's not cold or whatever, just because it's a little warmer than ours, is because, man, when you're used to like a certain temp and it gets cold, it feels like, oh my gosh, this is like the worst thing ever. Because that's how I feel. But I have a girlfriend that lives in North Dakota, and when I'm telling her how cold it is here and how like, I feel like we're about to freeze, and it's like in the 40s. And she was like, oh, really? Well, try -10, or like she'll be like, oh, try 0 degrees. I'm like, okay, I would never experience that because I live on the East Coast, but my goodness, I'm not taking it away from you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. Continue telling me where you're watching from. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and add the onions. Gonna go ahead and add the onions to that. Yes, I know one. And she's like cold. She's like, that's cold. I'm like, okay, girl, that may not be cold to you. That may be hot to you, but where I'm from, that's cold. Now, 0 degrees and all of that, that's torture. And that's the exact reason why I don't live in those type of places. Because I know that is torture. That is torture. Okay, Ace, the fun part. Yeah, can you imagine? And she was telling me like it's snowing. I just can't imagine like that type of weather. Like people that do it. But you know, she's from Minnesota and she's used to like the cold. So she's used to it. But what she also told me was that they do such a good job with clearing the road. When she was in Minnesota, she said it did such a good job with like clearing the road that it almost didn't affect them. Like the snow didn't affect them, because by the time, like, yeah, it'll be snowing, but by the time they wake up, all the roads are nice and clear and it looks great, and you know they don't have a lot of issues. I love watching the addition of each thing and seeing it all come together. Oh, thank you. Oh man, thank you. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and add the sausages. We're gonna go ahead and add the sausages to that. Minnesota has a great snow removal. Yeah, that's what she said. Cheers, y'all. We're having some red tonight. She said that they're really good at removing the snow, so they don't, really feel the effects of the snow. It's just the cold. And I'm like, Chicago is not too far away, so all that wind blowing over there. And Milwaukee is not too far either. Adding some Italian seasonings. I've never been to the Dakotas. Me either. And she's like one of my best friends, and I really don't plan on going over there. I'm like, Lord, if I go there, it would have to be in the summertime, because It's like, what's really happening over there for real? Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and let the sausages fry with the onions for a little bit. And then we're gonna add, actually, before I let it fry, let me add a little bit of seasonings on there so the sausage can fry with it. Yep, by those Great Lakes, yep. And whew, imagine it being cold. And I know, Hunter, I'm not sure how far you are from like the water, but living by the water and it's cold, can you imagine that breeze? Whoo! The extra breeze from the ocean, that's not fun. And you know where I'm from a tropical country, Liberia, West Africa, and there's in like a winter there, but I would say our winter is like in April, but it's not winter. It's not called winter. It's like raining season. So our winter is kind of like the raining season, and during the raining season, that's when it's cold. I mean, it's not like, granted, it's not as cold as here, but because the temperature is so much lower than what we're used to, and then because of the rain and the cold and mosquitoes and all of that, so that's when people get sick over there. It's like during the raining season because it's colder, and then the mosquitoes are out to play. And let me tell you, Liberia have those gangster mosquitoes. So this is some chipotle seasoning that I'm adding to this. Don't forget to like the video. Yes, don't forget to like the video, y'all. I'm a transplant from New York, so I know how cold winter can be. Woo! Yeah, you do know how cold. And what part of New York you from? I love New York, but I will not be going to New York in the winter, honey. Ever. Ever. Whenever like they're talking about like cold weather, or they're like talking about snow in this area, because I live in Maryland, and so Philadelphia is like 2 to 2.5 hours away, and so New York is about 4 hours away. So whenever they're talking about like, oh, there's a snowstorm or coming our way, or there's some type of storm, whenever they're talking about like stuff like that, I'm always like, they're probably talking about New York, because it almost like we get like it's like we're the beginning phase of those things that are happening. By the way, that was garlic powder, and now I'm adding onion powder to it, and now I'm about to add some black pepper to it. But ooh, you from Brooklyn? Okay, Brooklyn in the house. Brooklyn in the house. So did you move to Miami? Not Miami. You didn't say you was in Miami. You was in Florida. Did you move to Florida because of the weather, like just to get a change of scenery, and you was tired of New York harsh weather? So we're gonna go ahead and stir it. So these sausages, they're already cooked. They're pretty much already cooked. So they don't need like a long cooking time, but I'm about to close this pot and let it fry a little bit. I know it's like kind of sticking, but it's fine, because once we put the puree, the tomato puree in here, it's really just a seasoning, like the seasoning sticking. It's going to all come together. So we're gonna go ahead and, oh, you retired. Whew. Must be nice. Must be nice. That's a wonderful place to retire to. All right, so let's let that fry for a couple of minutes, and let's get our rice together so it can get ready to go in the pot soon. And then we're gonna be adding the tomato puree. Must be nice, Hanawana. Must be nice. Enjoy your retirement. I know you worked hard for it. I know you worked hard for it. All right, so y'all, this is where I was saying that the cooking of this jollof rice is like, I'm doing it the easy way. I already pre-cooked the rice in the rice cooker. And so, but when I pre-cook the rice, I cooked this for it to be like, what is the word? Al dente? Is that how you say it? One second, let me get my phone so I can see what y'all saying. So, too many hurricanes down here. I know. Oh my God. It's like you left like the brisk winter and went to Hurricane Central, Alligator Central, all of the Central. You know what? What's the mosquitoes like over there? I would love to know, especially because I garden. I would love to know what the mosquito is like in Florida with you guys being surrounded by water. Even though, granted, it's a lot of moving water because I know mosquitoes thrive in still water. But is the mosquitoes terrible? Like, how is it? Because my God, the mosquitoes over here that's in my backyard, I think they migrated from Africa because they are gangsters. Like, they do not care. I think they're the mosquitoes that come around during raining season in Liberia. And those mosquitoes, I'm telling you, that's in Liberia, they don't care about you and your feelings. They are going to bite you. I remember taking some American mosquito spray with me to Liberia thinking that I was safe. Them mosquitoes was laughing at me like, girl, this is perfume for us. This thing ain't doing nothing for you. Those things was biting me down with the mosquito spray. And my auntie and them was like laughing at me. It was like, you really brought American mosquito spray here? You really think American mosquito spray could handle like Liberian mosquitoes? Y'all, they were laughing at me, y'all. It's like, you really think these mosquito sprays can do anything here? Please. Try again, honey. Try again. Alright, so what I'm doing is, like, I'm just separating the rice so it can be easier to go into the pot when it's time for it to go into the pot. And when I cook the rice in here, I cooked it with a little bit of oil so that the rice do not be too sticky when it's time to take it out. All right, let's go ahead and um, let's go ahead to our sausages and then start adding the tomato puree. Let's see. When I want to say blood type O attracts mosquitoes the most. Woo! Lord. Okay, so let me find out. Let me find out, honey. Let me find out. Alrighty. We let it fry for a little bit now, so we're about to add the puree. So, like, hold on, what are you doing, like, for your retirement? Like, are you gardening? Are you, like, what do you do, like, hobby-wise how do you spend your days? Ooh, this tomato puree is so good, y'all. It is so good. My jollof rice um, sauce, it is delicious. Ooh, it's about to make me sneeze. I have a feeling like this is way too much sauce versus how much rice I have. The rice don't look like it's gonna be matching the amount of sauce that's in here. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Let's see. I try to garden, but I'm not very good at it. Okay. Well, you're on the right channel because next year I'm actually working on something. I don't know if you heard from the last live. I'm working on something for you guys, you know, for next year to start like gardening that you guys could like, garden with me. Y'all could follow like my journey so you could also grow your own food. Is there anything like specific that you like to grow, or are there any like specific questions that you have for me that I could help answer for you right now as we're cooking, but I will definitely have some material for you guys that want a garden, but you feel like you're not too lucky with it. Like people that, like first start, I always say like, start with something, start with like one or two things. Don't, try to grow everything. I know it looks like super exciting, but like mastering something first and then just seeing how the elements, the outside elements is going to treat it and all of the things that you need to dodge and protect or like, just figuring out how growing that one or two thing is gonna go and seeing the entire process and learning those type of lessons instead of growing too many things and then feeling like you failed at something. And failing is not a bad thing because you learn from your failures and your mistakes. Oh, that's delicious. I'm still growing tomatoes. Oh, I forgot, you guys are still in your growing season for Bible understanding. Oh, you say it's a great channel for Bible. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I think I missed a couple of things. Um, I'm a heavy reader and I've been watching the YouTube channel Unedited Truth. Ooh, okay. Hi, Donzel. Welcome back. Welcome back again. It's a great channel for Bible understanding. Unedited Truth. Ooh, okay. That sounds interesting. I'm definitely going to check it out. Welcome back again, Donzel. Thanks for being here again. I know I just saw you like not too long ago. But okay, Unedited Truth. It sounds great. I would love to. I like to see other people' views on like understanding the Bible and understanding like the word. My biggest thing for me is I always tell people like to read the Bible for themselves and seek their own understanding. And then when they listen to other people, try to compare it to how they would analyze that specific thing instead of taking everything for face value. So I'm someone that I love to see other people takes. But I will always try to. And then also, when reading the Bible is really great to pray and ask God to guide you and to help you understand what it is that you're about to read before you read it and to be able to translate it into what it is that he wants you to understand it to be. And that was one of the things that my grandmother taught me on how to read the Bible, because a lot of time people are confused and they don't know where to start. And they're like, where do I start? Do I start from Genesis? And one of the things my grandma said was like, she always said, yeah, you could read, like the Old Testament, but we're living in the New Testament now. So start in the New Testament. But if you don't want to like just start from the very beginning, just always pray, have that prayer and pray that, wherever you open the Bible at, you pray that God is going to lead you into the scripture that you're meant to read and is going to give you that understanding and to open your mind and your heart to be able to receive it in the way that you're meant to receive it. But I'm not going to preach for y'all tonight. I'm not going to preach for y'all tonight. Thank you guys for being on here with me tonight. For some of you guys that are joining me again, we're making the jollof rice. Right now I have the sauce in the pan. I'm about to season it. And then I am, what you see in there is our sausages. So I have some sausages in there, and then we're going to be adding like the rest of the meats in there soon that we just fried. But we're about to be done with this like pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. This is not going to be a super long one tonight. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here with me tonight. This is our weekly live where we cook something, from my culture. And I know you guys already seen me cook this before, but I'm cooking it a little different today, using like more meats and stuff in here. Right now I'm adding the Maggi to season the food, and then I'm going to add some, the last thing I'm going to add in here is like country onions. I think I showed you guys the country onions. I love like the smell and the taste of the country onions. And then we're going to add some bay leaf in here as well as a herb. That's going to go in here. This is a really big pot, so you'll probably see me use a little bit more Maggi. And Hunter, Wanna, you say you prefer Nor. I prefer Nor too. So once the Maggi is finished, I'm no longer purchasing it. I'm going to buy Nor and continue to use that instead until I start making my own seasoning. Sometimes I make my own spices, like with the Himalayan salt. I use like a bunch of the herbs that I grew in my garden, and then I blend it with like the Himalayan salt. And then, you know, I like spicy, so I'm always adding some like cayenne pepper or something like that just to spice it a little bit. But because of all the herbs that I grew in my garden that I dehydrated, I made like a lot of like herbal seasonings. And so now I can make my own like Italian spice kind of vibe to use to cook with. So I'm super excited about that. Thanks for watching with me tonight, y'all. Continue in the chat, letting me know where you're watching from. If you're just joining, welcome. Please like the video. I appreciate you. We're making some delicious jollof rice. And I really, you know, whenever I go live and I'm cooking with you guys, I hope you guys actually get to cook this and let me know how it turned out. If you've made anything that I've cooked with you guys ever on live, can y'all let me know in the comments? Or if you're, you know, watching this again, like playing this back, let me know in the comments if you've ever like made any of the things that I've gone live making with you guys. I would love to know that. Let me know how it turned out. And also let me know if my recipes are easy to follow too. If you guys want me to change it up or you want anything specific, let me know. So, because I want you guys to get value out of my content. If you guys like have anything special y'all want me to talk about on my channel, also let me know. And I would definitely cover the topic as long as it aligns, you know, with what we do here on the channel. Let's taste it. All right, so we're gonna get this thing. Tastes like it tastes like suya. Have you guys had suya? That's what this stew tastes like. It tastes like suya stew. So I'm gonna get 2 sazon. And then I'm going to get the country onion. We're going to stir it up, add the chicken, and then we're going to add the... usually I would add the corn last, but I'm going to add the corn now because I want the corn to cook with it a little bit. Okay, Hannah, Wanna, we'll be right here waiting for you. We will be waiting for you. All right. I'm about to get the country onions. And then I'm going to get the sazon. So I will show you guys the sazon that I use. And this sazon, I usually use it for chicken because it's a great seasoning for chicken. This is the Goya sazon. You know, sazon. I hope I'm saying it right. If you're Hispanic, let me know if I'm saying it right. The Goya sazon. Because, you know, I like to act like I know how to pronounce stuff and I be pronouncing it all wrong. So we're going to add like 2 of this. And remember, when you guys are cooking, season your food to your own liking. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Remember, I have a really big pot, so I know it looks like I'm adding a lot. It's not salty at all. I cook with a lot more herbs than I cook with salt and like spices. So I cook with a lot of stuff that do not have like a lot of salt content, and then I don't put salt in my food at all. So the salt is coming from the seasoning. So I promise you it's not going to be salty. Also, like I said, this is a really big pot. It's actually a huge pot. This is the pot I use when I'm cooking for parties. But I like to cook my rice in here because I typically cook a lot of like the rice, like the jollof rice or fried rice or whatever. I like to cook in here because I'm usually cooking a lot of it because it's something that I want to last for like the week. I want it to last for like the whole week because I don't cook during the week. If I do, it's gonna be like something like super simple that I'm not in the kitchen for a long time. Like I'll probably make like a salad or something like that. But something super simple. Mmm. Alright. Now we're gonna add the country onions. This is the country onion if you're wondering what I'm talking about. Country onion. It could be from any brand, but it's called country onion. It has a great smell, like a great aroma and taste. So I add it to a lot of my food. I cook with it a lot. So it's like onion powder, but it's like the country onions. And I think the country onions are like those like really tiny onions. And I think the way they roast it is what gives it that aroma. It smells so good, y'all. So, so good. I'm gonna add one more sazon and then we're all done. And then we're gonna add the, what's the thing called? The bay leaf. And then we're gonna add everything else. Now it's just time to just keep, adding all of the things that we need to add. Let me go ahead and get the bay leaf. I thought it was here, but I guess not. But we're gonna add the bay leaf. As you can see right here, it's the bay leaf. I'm gonna add some pieces in there. Alrighty. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the chicken that we made. Now I'm starting to think like the sauce is not enough, but I'm gonna add the rice first. I'm gonna add the rice gradually, so just to make sure that it's enough sauce that's going in there. Alrighty. I'm gonna add a little bit of corn because I do want the corn to cook in there with it. The corn is already cooked, but add a little bit. I know y'all saying a little bit and they look a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna add some corn. Already got the corn. All right, y'all. Please continue to like the live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so this the sausages and just the corn and stuff. Got everything in there. Now we're about to add the rice. Time to add the rice. Time to add the rice. So I got the stove on like a medium and it's like slightly tilted towards the high, but it's not on high. But before we add the rice, cheers, y'all. Happy Sunday. We have some dry red today. All right, let's go ahead and add the rice. Woo! Added the rice. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and stir it. We have more rice, but I want to make sure that the stew in here is enough because I didn't cook all of the blended stew, so I want to make sure that the rice have enough of the jollof stew in here. Let me 1 second. Let me fix my phone so y'all could be able to see really good. I hope y'all can see well. Hope y'all can see it very well. Yeah, the stew definitely is enough. I think I could add the other rice because I think this is a lot of stew. in here, so I could add more rice to this. Y'all, it smells so good. It smells so, so good. So at this point, you're just making sure it is mixed very well. I definitely added a lot of corn, that's for sure. But we love corn in this house, so it's fine. It's fine. All right. I'm gonna add the rest of the rice because I think the stew was enough. I think the stew was enough. Whoa. Alrighty. Now it is time to stir and stir. This is the part where you get all your muscles. You said. This is where you use all your muscles, y'all. Okay. Oh yeah, the stew was definitely good enough for sure. What I love about how I cooked this rice this time is that I didn't use too much oil. So this is perfect. Ooh, y'all, this is the part that you be hoping that you've worked out before because you about to use all your muscles. Woo, child. Woo. Who want to come in here and help me stir this? Oh my gosh, it is getting late. For some of you guys that are still on here watching with me, thanks for being on here with me. I appreciate you. Thanks for being on here with me. I know I was supposed to go live with y'all to make my body butter. I think I would do that during the week. This week, I'll go live with y'all to make the body butter. I had a sale going on for Black Friday, but I already took the sale down. But I still have a sale for like my YouTuber, like my YouTube family. So if you guys didn't take advantage of the sale for Black Friday, I still have like a 30% for my YouTube family, so y'all can still take advantage of that. I will put the code in the description of this video, but the code is MYN as in Nancy 30. So it's MYN 30, which is like this Yancey Network, the acronyms. So MYN 30, and you get 30% off anything on my website if you so choose. And I have the products tagged in this live, so if you want to see some of the products that I have and read the reviews and stuff, you can just click any of the products in this live to check it out. So I still have an opportunity if you didn't take advantage of the last one. Woo! All right, y'all. Woo! This is an arm workout. I might not have to work out tomorrow after stirring this rice, child. This is a arm workout. But y'all, this rice is so delicious. And I was worried about the stew not being enough. Oh God, it was more than enough, y'all. It was more than enough. Look at this. Look at this. Can y'all let me know if y'all gonna make this? Y'all see how easy it was to make, right? And if you prep, you don't have to spend a long time cooking. If you prep like I did, you know, like with the sauce that I was telling y'all, if you make your own sauce, you can make your own sauce, and you could prep like all your meats and, you know, all of that good stuff, and then cook your rice in a rice cooker. You know, typically they cook the raw rice inside of the stew and they all cook together. But I'm like, all right, this is the easy version, okay? You cook the stew separate cook the rice separate, and you just mix it all in together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cover this up and let it cook probably for like 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. I'm gonna put like aluminum foil on top and let it like just sit, because I want it to like sit in the stew and let it sit in the seasoning so the rice can just acquire all of that. And then also, I didn't cook the rice very soft. I cooked it like al dente so that I can be able to let it sit on the stove and cook additionally for like another like maybe like up to 20 minutes for it to do that. So whew, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's see what Ace King is saying. Love when it all comes together like this. Thank you. And thanks for liking the video, y'all. The rice is pretty much done, y'all. One of the things I'm about to do though, I'm gonna add like a stick of butter on top. I'm gonna add a stick of butter, cover it up, and then stir it all up and close it and let it cook for like, let it just like, you know, cook for a little bit. For like I said, 10 or 15 minutes, and then. But right now, you can eat it like this. You can totally eat it like this. It's ready. But you know, I won't be extra. I won't be Miss Yancy if I wasn't extra. You know, we like all the extra flavors. Whew. Yeah. Ooh, child. Ooh, my arms. My arms is purring. Who is purring? But this is the rice. I wanted to bring it so you can get like a closer look of what it looks like. This is it right here. This big old pot is going to last for like, depending on how, you know, my husband eat it. But it normally will last like a week, about a week. Or like at least till the weekend, because he's eating other things too. You know, I cooked the palm butter earlier, and then like I said, I have other stews that I have in my freezer that they could eat. So if they're tired of eating the same thing, like I have, you know, I think the last meal I cooked was the egusi. So I still have some of the egusi inside the freezer. And then prior to that, I think I made a afada stew. The afada stew, I still have some of that in the freezer. So that's how I cook. I cook like a ton, and then I freeze a lot, majority of it. And then, so then they have like multiple meals to be able to eat throughout the week without feeling like they're eating the same thing. They're eating like different stews. They're just like pairing it with different things, like with rice or fufu or whatever else they want to pair it with. And so that way, that saves me a lot of time without having to always be cooking in the kitchen. But all right, y'all, we're all done. And it's late. I kept you guys up long enough. I'm not sure where some of you guys are watching from, but a lot of the people that was on here are pretty much in the East Coast and the South. So they are on my time zone. So I don't know what time zone you guys are on. And it is currently 10, I think it's like 10:10 or something. I'm not sure, but it's after 10 o'clock. So let me let some of you guys go to bed. Thanks for being on here with me. I appreciate you. Thanks for liking the video. I hope you enjoyed this live. I hope you enjoyed the making of this jollof rice. Please go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. I appreciate you. And I hope I catch you on the next one. All right? Let me flip this camera so I can tell y'all good night. But like I said, I'm about to, as a matter of fact, let me put y'all down for a second. Let me go get the butter, because I'm going to put some butter on top. And then let me taste this rice. Make sure it's super delicious, even though the stew was already delicious. But you know, sometimes when you put the rice in it, the salt, it takes away some of the salt. Yeah, this rice tastes like suya. I'm not even gonna lie. It tastes like some suya rice. Mmm. It is so yummy. All right, so I'm gonna grab like half a stick, not a whole stick of butter. I'm gonna grab half a stick of butter, and then I'm gonna put it on top, just to keep the rice juicy. That's why I'm adding the stick of butter. Keep it juicy. I love how it turned out. 1 second, y'all. Let me get the butter. Yes, the butter. All right. I'm just going to cut just a little bit. I don't want a lot. So this is the size that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to add that to it. I'm gonna just throw it in there. I'll stir it up after it cooked for a little bit. I'm about to put the aluminum foil on it. And then we're good to go. Alrighty. So what I'm doing is I got this aluminum foil. I'm just gonna put it on top. Usually I put it like on the usually put it on the pot top. I'm just gonna lay it on top like that. What this does is trap the heat in there so that it could cook thoroughly, and then cover it up.
Mommy, is the sausage ready?
Yes, it'll be ready in 5 minutes. Okay, Mama?
Okay, Mommy.
Okay. All right. So.
Already started?
Yeah. Leave that alone, girl. Leave that alone. Sorry.
Mommy, chicken, the sausages. Mommy said it's ready.
All right, y'all. Let me say good night to my peoples. And then hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'm gonna flip this camera to May. Hello there, beautiful people. Cheers. Let me close my pantry. Whew. Alrighty. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Cheers to y'all. Thanks for being on here with me. Look at how I'm sweating, y'all. It's time for me to go to bed and put the kids to bed because it's their bedtime. But yeah, so you see what I did. I have it sitting like, over here with the aluminum foil. The aluminum foil is pretty much just trapping the heat in there so that it can cook thoroughly. The rice is really already done. I'm just being extra just so that it can cook well. Like I said, it's well cooked, but it's a tiny bit hard, but not like hard that where you can digest it and it's gonna hurt your stomach. It's good, and that's how my husband likes it. But sometimes I like to cook it a little bit more because for the kids and stuff like that, so they can be able to eat it as well. So, but it's pretty much done, y'all. Thanks for being on here with me. I hope y'all enjoyed being on here tonight. Thank you, Ace. Thanks for being on here with me tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. I hope y'all are going to cook this. Can y'all let me know if y'all cook this jollof rice? It was simple, right? Like, can y'all like the stream to let me know that this was a simple recipe? Like, y'all could follow along with it. It was easy. Can y'all let me know if it was? But yes, y'all, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Y'all see my eyes? I'm tired. It's about to be a long week, but we got this, y'all. We got this. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, y'all. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And if you guys haven't seen that video that I posted today of my last harvest in the garden, I got my last summer veggies. Go ahead and watch that video today or whenever you get the chance, okay? All right, bye, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good one. Happy Monday. Happy new week. Bye, y'all.